Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Yes. About 1 week ago, William Ruto was in West Pokot. And upon leaving West Pokot, about a week later, this is what Pokot residents, the bodaboda riders in West Pokot, had to say.
Bodaboda riders in West Pokot County have staged demonstrations over alleged unpaid dues for escorting Deputy President William Ruto when he visited the county on the 21st of January. The riders, expressing their disappointment, faulted the United Democratic Alliance of shortchanging them. Led by the West Pokot Bodaboda Riders chairperson Moses Loitasiwa, they claim that they are aware that the DP gave out some cash to the four constituencies of West Pokot, but those in Pokot South did not receive any. They are now calling on the DP to intervene in the matter or they move to court.
Ndio sahi nataka nimwambie Deputy President ambaye ni William Ruto asikie penye yako sahi. Sisi watu wa Chepareria tulitumia mafuta yetu mkatukaisha, na sisi tuko na pikipiki ya loan, tukakaa hiyo muda yote masaa 5, tukakuja kuongeza za ingine mpaka umalize mkutano, mwishowe hatukuona mafuta.
Deputy President alikuja, yeye akasema ya kwamba akapongeza Deputy President kwa ile pesa alitoa, na akasema tulinunua pikipiki 19 cash ambaye sasa tulipewa watu ya bodaboda, ambapo sasa ni kinyume na ile ambaye iko. Mheshimiwa alisema uongo hapo.
Siku hiyo hakuna mwenye bodaboda alikuwa amefanya kazi kwa sababu kiongozi wa Hasla anakuja Chepareria. Tukasema leo mwenyeji akuje, mgeni akuje, mwenyeji apone. Ndio. Watoto jioni walilala njaa na kufa. Na unajua sisi tunalipa loan.
Yes. Those are bodaboda riders in West Pokot County. And listening to them, you are hearing them complain that they escorted William Ruto when William Ruto was in their county. They spent the whole day accompanying William Ruto. They used their money to fuel those motorbikes. At the end of the day, they were not paid. So they wasted the whole day not working. What does that mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion right now. So if in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Yes, I know there might be so many meanings that can explain that video, but I've only settled on 2 meanings for you and me to understand one another better here. The first meaning of that is that William Ruto's hustler narrative is non-existent. That's the first meaning, and I'm going to explain it in details. The second meaning is that Ruto and his brigade in Tangatanga have mastered the art of propaganda and lies to hoodwink unsuspecting Kenyans. Those 2 meanings best explains that video. Let's start with the first meaning. Hustler narrative is non-existent. I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto has been projecting himself as a hustler, specifically to get votes. Because we are in a game of politics, and you know, ladies and gentlemen, politics is the gentle art of getting votes from the poor and funds from the rich, promising to protect each from the other. William Ruto is trying to get votes from the poor masses by telling them he's going to form a government with them. He's telling them that he's a hustler like them. He's going to protect them from the dynasties. Upon getting those votes, he goes to the rich and source for funds. He goes to the billionaires, maybe quietly at night, and then they fund him. That's exactly what William Ruto is trying to do. So his hustler narrative, in my considered opinion, is just a fallacy. is non-existent. And William Ruto is using this hustler narrative. He's using two strategies in this hustler narrative. The first strategy William Ruto is using religion. He wants to use religion to identify with the poor masses because he knows that a good majority of the poor in the society or a good majority in the lower cadre tends to identify with religion. And we know Kenyans, religion is the opium of the masses. William Ruto is trying to project himself as a man of God, a God-loving person, in order to identify himself with the poor in the society. And that's largely why we are seeing William Ruto donating huge sums of money, millions, in our churches. What's the end game of that? The end game of that is that William Ruto is actually going to destroy the church. Because now the politicians, upon William Ruto giving them millions, the church ministers is going to allow, or rather the church ministers will allow William Ruto and his foot soldiers to use the pulpit to attack their opponents. As time goes by, Kenyans are going to lose faith in the churches. The churches are going to be seen to be partisan. In that way, the church will lose its meaning. That's the end game of actually William Ruto getting votes using that strategy of religion. He might get those votes, but the end game of that is that we are not going to have the church. And then secondly, to explain that hustler narrative being non-existent, William Ruto has also identified economic activity that the lower cadre in the society engages in. Ruto knows that a good percentage of those in the lower cadre in our society, some are bodaboda, some are mama mboga, some operate views. So William Ruto teaches them that I'm going to form a government with mama mboga, bodaboda, watu wa views. He just wants to identify with this majority in the lower cadre. What is the end game of that? The end game of that is that actually he's going to use these people, and after he has used these people will become poorer than actually they were. So that William Ruto will continue giving them tokens to continue ruling them. And just from that short clip, you've just seen those people complain that they used their money to fuel those motorbikes. At the end of the day, they were not paid. So they wasted a whole day escorting William Ruto, thinking they would be paid. They have not been paid. And on that day again, they never did any job. So in a nutshell, if that continues, they are going to remain poor and poorer. William Ruto will continue ruling them. Yes, that's exactly what I can say, or rather explain, about hustler being non-existent. The truth here is this. William Ruto is not going to form government with mama mboga, bodaboda, watu. He is going to form a government with his fellow billionaires, his friends, his clique, his elite clique at the top. Not mama mboga, not bodaboda. Mama mboga, bodaboda are just being used to propel him into leadership. And then secondly, the second meaning of that video is that Ruto and his brigades, they have mastered the art of propaganda and lies to hoodwink unsuspecting Kenyans. And I'm saying that because of this. Some times back, or rather some months back, William Ruto himself was in some parts of Ukambani. And then there was that lady there, you are seeing holding maize there. That lady, upon meeting William Ruto there, it's believed that William Ruto invited her to his current office and residence. They sat one-on-one with William Ruto. Yes. Then upon that lady leaving Ruto's office, she came back crying and complaining that William Ruto never fulfilled the promises he gave to her. If that one incident alone, William Ruto cannot turn around economic livelihood of that woman. A woman that William Ruto has personally interacted with. A woman that William Ruto has sat down one-on-one with. William Ruto cannot turn economic fortunes of that one person. How is he going to turn around economic fortunes of a majority of the poor masses in the lower cadre. How is he going to do that? Millicent Omanga, another William Ruto foot soldier, sometimes back again, took to her social media accounts and said that she had actually empowered a cheap seller in Eastlands by giving her some good money for capital and also stock. That lady there, yes. You can see her down in those apron written, Millicent Omanga. Yes. Millicent Omanga stated she had given her some good stock and some good amount of capital. That later turned out to be a lie. That lady Kwamboka made things clear that she was only given one sack of potatoes and only one sack and no capital at all. So that's also an indication that Ruto and his foot soldiers, they have actually mastered the art of propaganda and lies to hoodwink unsuspecting Kenyans. I know they are doing that because they know Kenyans forget very, very fast. Kenyans forget very, very fast. Upon Millicent Omanga taking to her social media accounts to say that she had actually helped that lady, a majority of hustlers, maybe millions, who might have seen that, knew that now this is the person who now cares about the Mamamboga. But now when Kwamboka was actually complaining, maybe a few people had the opportunity to see that complaint because Kwamboka is little known. Nobody knows her. So Millicent Omanga and his team, and our team, I mean, they found a way with that lie. And that's exactly what William Ruto and his team are actually doing. They are building their propaganda, or rather building their political clout using propaganda and lies. The end game of that, ladies and gentlemen, is that they can get that leadership they want because a majority of Kenyans, again, a majority of Kenyans are not informed. So they can use that propaganda and they will get that leadership. But eventually, the masses will have to suffer. They will become poorer and poorer as time goes by. So I just don't understand why in William Ruto's rallies, we have never been seeing such kind of instances in maybe Raila's or in other politicians' rally. But it's now becoming a common norm. It's becoming a norm in William Ruto's rallies and tours. In most occasions, in William Ruto's rallies across the country, we are seeing people coming out to complain. And we have never been seeing success stories. So I challenge William Ruto's handlers in this forum that if you have such videos of success stories, what you have done to the poor masses, send me those videos and I really appreciate. Today, William Ruto is in Bungoma, and I know upon leaving Bungoma, we might also find people there complaining. Otherwise, as I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that if you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. If you are a fan here, you love our videos, but you have not yet subscribed, take this moment right now, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Tamu sana hiyo.